Hey, it's Alyssa, back with another Animal Crossing speed paint commission video. While I work on these two commissions of comfy cozy animals wearing comfy cozy sweaters, I'll be talking about my ways for staying comfy and cozy working from home, either as a freelance artist or any other kind of work from home position you may find yourself in this year. So let's get started. So both of these clients who commissioned these pieces requested that they stay anonymous, but also gave me permission to use the speed paint footage for a video, and I wanted to think of something that would match the cozy sweater vibe since both of them are wearing oversized, baggy, comfy sweaters. So I thought it only appropriate to discuss ways that I like to stay comfortable in my own home office environment, how I like to stay comfortable when working for 8 or more hours per day as an artist. And this also applies more so this year to really anybody working from home for the first time. Maybe you're not used to getting work done in an environment that isn't a cubicle or office setting, and you're finding it hard to mix the worlds of home and office together in a way that makes you feel more comfortable in your environment. But since I have been selling commissions as a primary source of income since 2012, since I was in college, I have a few tips and tricks for keeping my environment nice and comfortable but still productive. First things first, I cannot be productive unless my environment is the right temperature. It's just a matter of fact. If my room is way too hot or even slightly too hot, I can't get anything done. All I can do is sit there and think about how hot it is in the room. I can't focus on even answering an email. It needs to cool down in my room before I can get absolutely anything done. A nice chilly temperature. That's how I thrive. For you, that temperature might be something a little warmer or like ice cold or whatever temperature you need to be productive and not think about the temperature. You need to make your room that temperature first. So in addition to setting the temperature mood of your room, you also want to set the lighting mood of your room, the lighting tone of your room. When I'm working, I prefer to have I hate bright lighting. I'm very anti-bright lighting. I'm anti-overhead lighting. I hate all those things. So I'll set a white light but slightly dimmer while I'm working, and that kind of gives me enough of that energetic work light kind of feeling to make me feel like I'm in work mode. I wouldn't necessarily put on the pink and purple fun lights until later in the afternoon or evening after my most important work of the day is done. Then I feel I can kind of relax and have a little bit more fun with my lighting. But if you find that you're more productive with crazy hot pink lights, then do you. But just light your environment accordingly that makes you feel awake and alert and ready for work. I think there's a good thing about working from home is that you can set up your environment to look any way you want. And this doesn't seem like an important thing at first glance. It's who cares what color your desk is or what tchotchkes are on it or whatever. But even people that work in cubicles in offices will tend to decorate their cubicles with photos of people they love or pictures from their kids or things that make them happy and brighten up their environment, because it really does make a difference in the quality of your work as well as the mood you have when answering client emails and things like that. For example, I have a little wall behind me you've probably seen in my videos where I have different pieces of art magnetized stuck to the wall, and I'll rotate those out on occasion just to get some novelty. That's also an important thing to me, is changing things up once in a while with a new color or a new piece of art. But brightening up and livening up your space with things that are special to you or things that inspire you, especially if you're a freelance artist, color palettes that really get you excited to draw, pieces of art that inspire you as an artist. It's really good to surround yourself with those things because you kind of internalize them, and it does elevate your mood and make you more productive when you surround yourself with surroundings that make you feel peaceful or happy or inspired. So decorating, don't undervalue it. If you're new to working from home and you just have a blank desk with nothing on it, maybe add a few pieces to that minimal aesthetic. Even just a plant and a candle will really elevate your mood, I promise. The biggest hurdle, I think, in working from home, especially from a computer that you use for everything, say you don't have a distinction between your work computer and your fun computer. For me, it's just all the same laptop. I do all my video editing, playing Sims, browsing the internet, doing nothing, and my work all from the same computer. So it's good to have mental, compartmentalize, okay, this is the time I'm going to work today, and this is the time I'm going to play today. And, you know, if it takes you leaving the room and coming back to make it feel like you're in a different space, whatever mental tricks you have to play to make it feel like, okay, this is my time to get work done and this is my time to mess around on the internet, it really helps to segment those times in chunks. I've mentioned it before, but the Pomodoro technique, it's just a technique of 25 minutes working on one task, 5-minute break, 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break. When I'm on a break, I tend to only browse my phone. That way my mind doesn't say, okay, the computer's for fun now, because then I'll get sucked into just browsing stuff on the desktop. I find it easier to separate work from play when I separate them on 2 different devices. And not everybody's in a position to have 2 different electronics to mess around with on their break, but even getting up and walking or doing something that isn't at your computer during those breaks will help make that distinction, I think, between work and play. And for my fellow freelancers, never overwork yourself. I know there's a lot of pressure on freelance artists, especially in the age of popular artists on Twitter that have tens of thousands of followers. You feel like you need to be posting and updating constantly. When you're not working on commissions, you need to be working on personal art that you can post to your portfolio, or things that you need to sell on print on demand, or you just need to be keeping up with everyone else and posting and drawing constantly. And when you're sitting at your computer with your tablet, you feel like, well, I might as well be drawing. That isn't the case, and you shouldn't do that because eventually you'll hit a wall of burnout. Don't push yourself to the point where you hit a wall and then you're just totally discouraged or burnt out from drawing for, weeks at a time, because that'll do more damage to your art development and social media growth opportunities than it would have done had you just taken the proper time off between each piece to rest. Don't burn yourself out. It'll be way better if you just take time between each piece to have fun and live life and explore other hobbies and do other things with your life besides focusing on drawing 24/7. And in addition to this not overworking yourself thing, this thing I live by is under-promise and over-deliver when it comes to deadlines in particular. So for example, a client comes to you with a project that you're pretty sure will take you about 2 weeks to finish. You tell them that it'll be done in 3 to 4 weeks' time. That way, you can either deliver it in 3 to 4 weeks because stuff in life happened and it delayed you, and they get it when they expected it, or you deliver early and you look like a superhero. So either way, that works out to your advantage. Always give yourself a little bit of extra padding time when you're estimating delivery dates. Because life happens, especially this year, especially if you have kids or other obligations, people you're caring for in your home, health problems, whatever it may be. Life stuff happens and you want to make sure that you work that into your estimated deadlines so you're not burning out, especially juggling multiple client commissions at the same time. So these are all pretty common sense tips, nothing revolutionary here, but I hope it does help someone out there who is new to freelancing or new to work from home for the first time this year and is having trouble adjusting to this new work environment that they've had to make comfortable for themselves. Let me know if you guys are freelance artists in the comments below, or if you're new to work from home and what struggles you've had with adapting to this new work environment, or if you've been freelancing for a while, what are some things that you do to make your space more comfortable and more productive for yourself during the day? Let me know in the comments below. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.